Hello mermaids and Margle boys, my name is Sponge Drew and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be once again reading another SpongeBob book, and this one is My Name is CheeseHead. This is a ready to read level 2, a basic book for kids who are, like trying to learn about, like reading and all that stuff and pronunciation and whatnot. Of course, this book is based off of the special episode SpongeBob's Who Bob What Pants, which is basically an episode where he basically, kind of like goes around talking, his best buddies and friends, calling him idiot boy, which he, found very, like offensive to him. So he decided, run off and, like trips and falls, gets a bump, can't remember who he is, and, like goes to a city and, like tries to find a job, and people are scared of him, because he's blowing bubbles. People are getting scared. He runs into the bubble popping boys, gets them, like captured. They, fly away in a big bubble, and he becomes mayor, and yada yada yada, which is basically what this book is about. So you can see if we, look right here. Oh no, SpongeBob is in a strange. Let me rephrase that again. Oh no, SpongeBob is in a strange new place, and he can't remember who he is. He feels better when someone calls him CheeseHead, but when he's told he can't blow bubbles, CheeseHead gets upset. What can he do to get everyone in the town to blow bubbles? Find out in this unforgettable story. Adapted by Erica David, illustrated by Victoria Miller. Ready to Read books offer children a world of possibilities at 4 different reading levels. Pre-level 1, recognizing words, word repetition, familiar words and phrases, simple sentences. Level 1, starting to read, simple stories, increased vocabulary, longer sentences. Level 2, reading independently, more complete, more complex stories. Varied sentence structure, paragraphs and short chapters. Level 3, reading proficiently. Man, I cannot spell. You get the point. Rich vocabulary, more challenging stories, longer chapters. Look for more books about SpongeBob SquarePants at your favorite store. Read fiction. I'm in Nickelodeon, created by HillenBurg, and this came out in 2008. So probably around the same year that this episode came out, and this was about like $4. So yeah, with that, like that out of the way, let's get right into the story. And of course, we have all like, you can pause and read all that if you want. My name is CheeseHead, based on the teleplay Who Bob What Pants, created by all these people, illustrated by Miller, and all that. And this, like I said, came out in 2008. One day, I woke up and found myself in a strange place. Where am I? I wondered. Who am I? I had no idea how I got here. 2 friendly people helped me out. They told my name was CheeseHead Brown Pants. CheeseHead Brown Pants? That doesn't sound right. I checked my pockets for clues to help me remember. All I found was a bubble wand and some bubble soap. Suddenly, my new friend screamed and ran away. I started walking to look for some answers. Soon I arrived in New Kelp City. The streets were dark and empty. I bumped into someone by mistake. Sorry, sir, I said. You're not sorry, the man cried. You were trying to take money from my pocket. I would never, I said. Yeah, right. If you're looking for money, get a job. Jerk. I went to look for a job at the bank. Mr. Brown Pants, you did not fill out this form, said the bank lady. I know. I can't seem to remember anything, I said. Do you have any special skills? She asked. I can do this, I said. Taking out my wand, I blew a shiny soapy bubble, the lady gasped and told me to leave. Luckily, I found a job at a construction site. Thanks for the job, I told my boss. Mr. Brownpants, that hammer is not moving fast enough, he shouted. Yes, sir, I replied. I blew a large bubble and rode it up the building, hammering faster than before. Then my boss saw the bubble and when my boss saw the bubble, he yelled, Mr. Brownpants, you can't do that here. You're fired. I wandered around New Kelp City, feeling very sad and lonely. I don't understand why everyone was acting so strangely. At last, I met some people standing by a fire. Hey, do you mind if I blow bubbles? I asked. It will cheer me up. You can't do that here, they said. Don't worry, I said, as I took a deep breath and blew a shiny, soapy bubble. Suddenly, a street gang appeared. Do you have any idea who we are? The leader asked. I shook my head. We are the bubble-popping boys, he said. Nobody blows bubbles on our turf. Yeah, nobody, his friend said. We have ways of dealing with bubble blowers like you, the leader added. I started to run as fast as I could, but the bubble-popping boys chased after me. I had to think of ways to escape. Suddenly, I had an idea. I blew some bubbles and climbed them just like stairs. This made the gang more angry. Then I blew bubbles shaped like a raft and an oar. I paddled away from the bubble-popping boys. But this time, they were ready. The gang took out slingshots. They launched pebbles into the air and popped my bubble raft. What was I going to do now? I took a deep breath and blew one giant bubble that closed around the bubble-popping boys. They were trapped. The bubble floated away with the boys inside. Suddenly, everyone ran out into the street and started to cheer. You have freed the city. Now we can blow bubbles again. They were so happy that they made me mayor of New Kelp City. Later, I spoke to the crowd. Citizens of New Kelp City, I said. I promise you that it will always be safe to blow bubbles in the streets. Or my name isn't CheeseHead Brownpants. But your name isn't CheeseHead Brownpants. It's SpongeBob SquarePants, said a squirrel I have never seen before. Who are you? I asked. She said her name was Sandy. I am your best friend Patrick, said a big pink sea star. I shook my head. SpongeBob, come back with us to Bikini Bottom, said Sandy. I will help you remember. I can't. I have an important job to do as mayor, I said. In fact, I have a meeting right now. A boat arrived to take me to my meeting, but it took me to Bikini Bottom instead. With Squidward right there. Here it is, the Krusty Krab, said Sandy. You must remember this place. Nope, I replied. A crab stepped forward. SpongeBob, stop kidding and start frying up those patties, he said. I was a fry cook before? I asked. The best, said the crab. I am sure being a fry cook is great, I said, but I prefer being mayor of a major city. I began to walk towards the door, then when suddenly, bonk, something hit my head. Ouch, I cried. I rubbed my head and looked around. At that moment, my memory came back. Hey, I remember this place, I said. SpongeBob's back, Sandy cheered. Hooray, cried Patrick. Into the kitchen, SpongeBob, me boy, said Mr. Krabs. I am sorry, Mr. Krabs, but the people of New Kelp City need me, I said. Then just there was a report on TV. This just in. New Kelp City is in trouble, the reporter said. The streets are clogged with bubbles. No one can see where they are going. Citizens blame Mayor Brown Pants and his new bubble-blowing law. Maybe being mayor isn't all it's cracked up to be. I said. This is the life. And we can see right here a tale of amnesia you won't soon forget. Available on DVD October of 2018, first time DVD, includes an original animatic and more. Be on the lookout for season 5 volume 2 on DVD, yada yada yada. And that is it. So yeah, very simple, very easy to read with your kids or your kids who are ready to be learning all that stuff. Of course, this is like level 2 level reading, so this is a little bit more advanced than than the pre-levels and all that. But yeah, very good book story, and I actually do like this episode because it's something different. I know like throughout season 8 and 9A, I think there was some like people say it was mid or it was alright. I say it was alright, but like could have been better. I mean, there were some moments that I did enjoy, which I could talk about that in all the other seasons, but I'm gonna save that for another day. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching today. And if you like what you see here and you want me to do more videos where I read SpongeBob books, then be sure to hit the subscribe button today. Click that bell notification so you'll stay notified when I make new videos. Like the video, comment what you think of it. Do you like this book? Do you have this? Do you have the DVDs? Did you watch the episode and all that? Share this with your friends and family and other people who love SpongeBob or love reading simple, books like this. And with that being said, I will see all of you in my next video. Bye-bye!